Hi, my name is Andrew Walter with Sound Finish. You're obviously watching this video because you are either thinking about possibly painting your kitchen cabinets, or you are very, very determined to paint your kitchen cabinets. Well, I'm here to kind of go over our process and why we paint kitchen cabinets and our method and how we paint kitchen cabinets. First off, it can be an overwhelming task. Like, how do I find the right contractor? How, are they using the right paint? I want this to last for a long time. I want a factory finish, and I want to love my kitchen, but I don't necessarily know what that looks like. So the want to love the kitchen cabinets, I'm going to start off with that. So anytime you do a renovation on your home, whether it be in your kitchen or outside or whatever, you want to be in love with it when it's done. You want to absolutely be like proud of it, show it off to your friends, and just, have it bring a smile to your face every time that you enter that room. And so part of the biggest thing with painting your kitchen cabinets is color. Like, what color are we going to choose? How am I going to find the right color? It is a really, really big piece of the puzzle, for sure, is finding the right color. And so that's why we offer a 1-hour consultation with a third-party interior designer that comes in and kind of looks at your space and what you enjoy, what you love, what you like. And also, if you're redoing your floors or your countertops or whatever, they can look at those as well if you have samples, or if you're keeping your countertops, they can tie all of those pieces in. And it really, really is helpful to have somebody that knows what they're talking about, but also somebody besides you come in and look at it with fresh eyes, and also be able to help you through what you like and what you don't like, and help you love the space at the end of the project. The other part is, if you are doing, countertops and floors and different pieces of the puzzle, is finding those contractors and finding those that work well together. We have a list of different contractors that we work with that we're more than happy to help you out with, to find that right contractor for, your countertops or floors or backsplash or whatever. Now, as far as the paint itself and painting the cabinets, one of the biggest keys is getting the right paint for painting your kitchen cabinets, because all paints are definitely not created equal. There is a huge, huge difference from an interior trim paint to a good, high quality cabinet paint. The biggest reason for that is the durability and the chemical resistance. And that kind of has to do with how hard the product is, without going into a major, major long story on differences between paints. There is a big difference. And the paint that we use is the best cabinet paint in the industry internationally, not just in the US, but internationally. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal paint. And it really helps us get that factory finish, because everybody, when you're painting your kitchen cabinets, you don't want it to look like, you and your neighbor did it. You want to have a factory finish. And that's really what we achieve with the product and our process that we use. So that's kind of the story behind the paint. Now, the process, I want to go into that a little bit. So we typically are in a house a total of 4 to 5 days over a week and a half period. So I'm going to go through and explain what that looks like. So our day one, what we call our pickup day, is usually on a Monday. We come in and we number and categorize all the doors, all the drawers, all the hinges, every movable part that is in your kitchen, we number and categorize and disassemble. And then once we number and categorize, disassemble, take all those parts and pieces down, then we clean the cabinet boxes. So the parts of the cabinets that don't move. So this is what we're talking about as far as what we clean underneath the kitchen, the uppers, the toe kicks, all of those important things that you want to get painted and you want a good quality finish on. And then once all the cleaning's done, we do a little bit of work as far as we might do some caulking between cabinet boxes, a little bit of wood filler as needed. It kind of just depends on the particulars of that job. So that pretty much covers day one. And so after that Monday, then we don't come back until the following Monday or Tuesday. And the beautiful part of this part of our process is that you can use your kitchen just like you normally would in between that time right there. And so Once we're done, we take the doors and drawers to our shop and we clean them, sand them, do 3 coats of primer, 2 top coats of paint. We do wood filler and spot putty and stuff in between the primer coats. But the beauty of taking them to our shop is, one, we're not trying to do this in your garage, and we're not in your hair during that whole process, but we're at our shop. And the big thing there is that with us, we have a spray booth. And the nice thing with a spray booth is it's designed for painting items, whether it be, kitchen cabinets or whatever. But we can control the airflow, the humidity, the temperature, all those things that we can't control by painting in your garage. And so you get a really good factory finish by being able to paint them in a spray booth. And so that's huge. So the paint is really big, and then also, being able to have that controlled environment really ensures that you get a great quality product at the end of the day. So then when we come back on that Monday or Tuesday, again, just depending on the size of the job, what we do, we start off by masking everything. So we mask the floors, the countertops, the backsplash, the walls, the ceilings. We mask off the interior of the cabinets. We usually ask that you push everything back 3 inches so we have room to mask, but we mask to here. This is really industry standard, is to have it this way, that we're not painting the interior of the cabinets, just the exterior of the cabinets. So once all of the masking is done, I forgot something. We also move your refrigerator. So if you have a standard style refrigerator, we use a device called an air sled. And so what that is it's this device that slides underneath the refrigerator, and it uses air pressure to float it, kind of like a hovercraft, really. And so once we move that, we use the air sled and we move it out of the way, we plug it in somewhere not in the spray booth, and so that you can have access to your refrigerator during the duration of the project, because this part of the project usually is about 3, maybe 4 days long. And so we want you to be able to have, access to at least your refrigerator, since you won't have access to the kitchen. So once the booth is built, the fridge is moved, then we hook up something called an Omni-Air filtration system. And what that is the same type of filter, air scrubber that hospitals use when they do renovations of any kind, because they don't want to get dust all over, of course, all over the hospital. So once that's hooked up, then we're ready to start sanding. So we scuff sand all of the cabinet boxes, again, the exteriors of the cabinets. We scuff sand those. And then once that's done, then we do 3 coats of primer. And in between those coats of primer, we'll use wood filler and glazing putty and different kind of putties and fillers to bring the cabinets back to their original glory, for lack of a better word. So then, after that's done, then we do our 2 top coats of paint. And once the painting is all done, then we tear down all the masking and we start reassembling everything. So putting all the parts and pieces back together. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole process. I could go into greater detail, but then this video would be very, very long. But our heart and our desire behind painting kitchen cabinets is that you absolutely love your finished product, that you love the processes of us being in your home. You love the quality of the paint itself. You love the color. You love the way that everything came together with your flooring and your countertops and your backsplash and all of those pieces of the puzzle that really are important to loving, your finished product. And of course that it has longevity, that you love it for 5, 10, 15 years down the road, that it's not just something that starts failing, 6 months after we're done or something like that. So I just wanted to thank you for taking time to watch this video and considering Sound Finish, as part or the person to do your project for you. Give us a call, fill out the bid inquiry on the website. Give us a call. We'd be more than happy to go over the process with you and get you an estimate and take care of this project for you. Thanks, and you have a great rest of your day.